Hello again, and welcome back to Search, Deploy, Commit. You can call me Jack, and I'm here with our guest today, Samek. Is that how you say it? Would that be correct? How
Yeah,
you?
Samek,
Okay,
that's perfect.
nice, right on. And Samek, you are a clan leader yourself of the Fancy Dot, writer as well, and obviously many other things in a Warzone gamer. Um, Thanks for being on the call with me today. I really appreciate it joining us
Yeah,
on
it's a
this
pleasure. Thank
podcast
you.
for sure. So, I try to start these things off with pretty basic questions, but really just wanted to get to know you as a player because I think that's where everybody starts in this game called Warzone. And it's funny. I was looking at your start date, and I don't know. Do you know what your start date is of for
Uh,
Warzone?
s- I do believe it claims that I started in February of 2021.
Okay, yes, it does. And I don't know if this is a glitch or something, but you and I share that same date. And I thought
I
that was crazy, but I was like, I don't know if that's accurate, if this is a glitch across
I
other people's.
I do believe it is in fact a glitch because I do believe that I started in 2020
Okay,
during shutdown.
yes. So is that how you got started in the game? You just found it browsing or?
Yeah, so I was bored in my COVID depression and scrolling through Google Play games for not strategy games but idle games.
Okay,
And Warzone Idle came up.
wow.
Uh and I was like, well, this is interesting. I'll give this a go. And as I started playing idle mode, I saw there was a global chat and I usually pop in and say a few things. And next thing I know, I'm connecting with people and finding out there's a whole nother side of the game, Warzone
Wow.
Classic, also known as Warlight, and yeah, I've been hooked ever since.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's funny because I would say that I was kind of similar. I had no idea all the different aspects. It was a little bit flipped for me. I probably started more in the single player, just learning the game, and then transitioned to more multiplayer and then idle. But yeah, that's really cool. Is that still what you like to play? Is Warzone idle primarily, or what's like your favorite types of game that you typically play?
My favorite type of game, well, I still enjoy the idle mode, but as I'm sure most people are aware of, it's a pretty slow burn. So most of the time, I just fill up my Warzone Classic queue with yeah, mostly free for alls, and Diplo games, and
Okay.
I also help Dutchman with modded games as well.
Oh,
He
right
does a lot of
on.
mod stuff.
Oh, that's fantastic. So you're just all over the place as far as the different types of games now, versus when you started anyway. How,
Oh yeah, I think one of the impressive things about Warzone is that it's not your grandfather's Risk. There's so much more
right.
available and a little bit of something for everyone.
That's really great. Yeah, no, I think it really stands out to me about this game that I haven't gotten into, and I was hoping you could even just share some of your insight. Obviously, as a clan leader, how did you get started down that road of deciding I'm gonna start a clan with these people, or how did that come up?
Well, so I was sitting in the global chat, just chatting away, having fun, joking around, like I typically do.
Sure.
And Ocean was, I guess, making a goof on the people that like to just put periods in the chat so they qualify for raffle by saying that people need to use the fancy dot, which is the bigger period basically. And I just got so amused by the absurdity of it all that I was like, I got $10 burning a hole in my digital wallet. I'm gonna make a clan. Why not? So I made the Fancy Dog clan
That's
as kind of a goof,
awesome.
and then it probably wasn't until I don't know 3 or 4 months later that I decided, actually maybe I should take this a little more seriously.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Um, and actually now that I've had more time to get comfortable with being in uh, a leadership position in an online game, I have a little bit more of a focus of what I want to accomplish with my clan, and it's more of a community focus
Okay.
than one purely of competitiveness.
Sure.
So I don't know if you noticed or not, we are climbing the ranks on Clan
Yes.
Wars. We are, uh,
Yeah, congrats. You guys placed
yeah,
12th this last season. I mean, I was looking at your
yeah,
history. You guys have come a long way. So, um,
yeah.
maybe just for somebody that doesn't do clan wars, what does that mean when you've, climbed from such a position?
I started when I got serious with the guild. I wanted our clan to be a positive community force. To
Hmm.
be built of members who um, would both create more comfortable atmosphere for everyone and also help new players and that sort of thing. But there's definitely a sense of pride and accomplishment seeing that while I don't require clan war participation in my clan, seeing us do that well.
Hmm.
Not everyone wants to participate with clan wars. A lot of them are idlers actually, but
Okay.
the ones that do, myself included, um, yeah, there's a sense of pride and accomplishment there. We weren't. I can't speak on behalf of everyone else, but I really
Sure.
wasn't expecting us to do as well as we have, and I'm proud of everyone.
That's awesome. Yeah, and maybe even just for somebody that's never, played in Clan Wars, could you give a quick overview of Clan Wars and how it works? Just maybe somebody that's interested in joining a clan or looks at it in the multiplayer tab and isn't sure what is this about?
Yeah, I'll explain it as best as I can, as
Yeah,
best as
right.
I understand it. Basically, Clan Wars is only available obviously for clans. Every 4 hours, and there's a schedule there on the Clan Wars page. Uh, it is a time slot for people in every clan to sign up for, and it's basically whatever the mode says it is. A lot of people tend to do small Earth 1v1 variations. Those are a good place to start. Keep in mind you can only do one slot every 24 hours, so it's very low key. You're only going to be
Hmm.
fighting one clan match per day.
Okay.
And based on your results, uh, and those of your clanmates, you can earn territories, and basically it's territories first that determine where you are in the rank for the season. And depending on how well you do, both on a singular level and then as a clan as a whole, you unlock rewards for Warzone Idol.
Okay.
There's continuous boosts over a period of time for things like army creation and gold, and then you can win stuff like artifacts as well.
So, that's a really great overview, I think. Thanks for doing that.
Yeah,
And
no
I
problem.
only really ask. I've played in Clan Wars myself, but I think there might be some people that listen that just haven't done it before. So I figured I'd ask. And then, you know, is is it something that you think, has brought some of maybe even your clan members over into more of the competitive games from the idol scene to help with those kinds of things? I mean, do you see that happen, or do you think that's happening in helping idle players switch over to the other facets of Warzone?
I think when you allow for a not an extremely laid back atmosphere, but definitely one that encourages flexibility in what people can or can't do, I think that allows some people then to relax enough where they're willing to share, how they're doing in this and that, and then a lot of times that can be inspirational
Hmm.
for others in the clan who normally wouldn't have participated in things like clan wars. So I've noticed that a few times now that a couple of us will get to talking in clan chat, oh hey, I won a match, yeah, I did too, and we're sharing links for our clan match games, and another person will be like, oh hey, what's this clan war thing? How can I participate? And then of
Sure.
course we'll tell them how to do it, and then we have kind of a bit of a haha, and that's fun. And oh, hey, you won, that's great. You lost, oh, here's a couple pointers, and you'll get them next time, Tiger.
Yeah.
It's definitely more of an uplifting and encouraging atmosphere
That's
that
awesome.
we promote, and we're not like nothing against clans that are specifically
Sure.
clan war and competition priority one. Because it's different vibes for everyone. Everybody's got their own taste, but we've been enjoying more of a casual competition ourselves.
That's awesome. I mean, and obviously it's working for you guys. You jumped, even just maybe 4 or 5 seasons ago, you were significantly lower. I mean, 53rd to 38th to 22nd. I mean, you're in top 20 right now, which is great for the last two
Yeah,
seasons.
we're
So
actually top 10 now for this season.
for the current rankings, yeah,
It looks like we'll probably stay in top 10 if I'm
that's
looking at it right.
awesome. Yeah,
Yeah,
congratulations.
thank you. I'm pretty proud of everyone. I'm not expecting us to turn into Mythbusters
Sure.
overnight, but if it does happen, of course we'll be pretty happy with that.
Yeah,
We'll be pretty proud.
of
But
course. Are you guys
yeah.
recruiting? I mean, is that something you guys do? I don't know. If you're recruiting,
Um,
is
we uh not we don't have an open recruitment at the moment, but
okay.
I always kind of keep my ear to the ground, and if there's somebody that one of my clan members vets or I personally know,
Sure.
depending on uh how many days inactive
Sure.
and that sort of thing, sometimes there's a little bit of a rotation. Sometimes if there's if everybody's active and there's people that want to be in, I'll start a kind of a waiting list.
Gotcha. Cool.
And then we've also had people that they joined, they hung out with us, they had fun, and then they went and joined other clans,
Sure.
and we celebrated for them because
That's awesome.
um go out, go find what works for you.
Sure. Yeah, that's great. And I didn't know if there's every clan I think probably has a different process, so I figured I'd just quick
Yeah.
ask if there is a way for you guys to do that or not. Um, kind of changing, I guess, off of the clan subject and maybe asking more personally for you, is there a similar role of, this clan leader that you could compare this, role to, maybe like somebody that runs a community get together, or like how would you compare your current role to something that maybe everybody could identify with?
Um, I guess the closest thing I could think of to compare kind of my leadership style would be more of probably like I don't know if you grew up like in a smaller town or something. Usually, sometimes
Yeah,
they'll have like a
sure.
community hall or something,
Yep,
and there'll be that guy that's always throwing like a potluck once a week,
sure,
or even more like the laid back church on the corner, throwing a
sure.
potluck in the morning. Kind of more of that vibe, come as you are, enjoy yourself, be respectful of your peers, and then that's all
That's
I
cool.
really ask. If a little bit of drama happens, I'll take it to DMs or Discord,
Sure,
private messages, and sort it out. And if somebody doesn't want to, if somebody wants to promote more grief than just cooperation and fellowship, then I'll ask them to leave or remove
sure.
them. But we haven't really had any issues so far.
That's awesome. I guess that's really cool that you compare it to a small town community leader, because I think that's attractive to a lot of people, maybe if they haven't been in a space like that. So I'm sure you guys are
Yeah,
providing a really great
yeah,
experience for people that join your clan, and that's really awesome. And I think it kind of leads into my next question. If somebody is thinking about starting a clan, or maybe somebody that's a part of a clan, is there any tips that you could suggest? I know I love your story of how you guys got started. I think that's great. It's this inside joke that's so cool. Uh, but are there any tips that stand out to you as far as looking back, what you could do better, what, maybe didn't go super well? Um, any advice to somebody that's looking to start a clan?
If you're starting a clan for more than a meme, definitely go into it with a goal in mind. Because to start a clan, it takes your money to start.
Yeah,
And if $10 is nothing for you, or you get it on a sale, then sure. I mean, who doesn't? There's people who make clans just as jokes and don't do anything with them, and that's fine.
sure.
But if you're somebody that's, hey, I want to make a clan, I want to start a group of like-minded individuals, first of all, ask yourself, what does that like mind look like? What is your goal? Is it clan wars? Is it min-maxing idle? Is it just being really good at ROR, FFA? Like,
Yeah,
and then make that clear in your clan description. A lot of people, I see a lot of clans with um, a lot of fancy stuff, but not focus,
okay,
and they have a dozen members. I think it's the focus that really draws people in.
that's good.
Also, um, I really wasn't getting people to join my clan or stay in my clan until I put work into it. I socialized. I interacted both in clan chat and global chat. If you want to retain like-minded people, you got to put the work in, and it is work.
Yeah. Oh, I bet. Yeah, no, definitely. And I think, somebody like yourself probably experiences that more than, a typical player, somebody that's got a group to
Yeah.
manage and things to go through. And
If this is a casual experience for you, or you don't like having responsibility mixed with your entertainment, then I would say don't run a clan. And there's nothing wrong with that.
yeah, no, definitely. That's really great advice. Thank you.
Yeah,
Um,
no problem.
this is the part of the podcast typically where I kind of, ask, is there anything as a player or a clan leader that you would like to see improved in the game, or things you like that they should continue? Any thoughts on the game itself, its current status, or anything like that? This is kind of your time to share your thoughts.
Oh goodness, um I'll probably get some backlash for this later because they'll be like, "Why didn't you talk about this? Why didn't you talk about this?" I'm like, my mind went blank. What am I supposed to say? Uh, I Goodness, Physic, come on, those sound effects you couldn't have done better than that. Those sound effects. I play the game perpetually on mute.
Sure,
Uh,
that's great.
uh, that's just aesthetics wise. I know you can only do so much for colored skins, and other things, and that's fine. But man, those sound effects! Come on, there's got to be better stuff on the open source database. Like, come on. No, I I really do like the game as is. I guess really, and it's a very minor gripe. Um, we don't need a gazillion pop-ups as default in idle battles. It's not needed. Make it go away. Don't make me have to manually shut it down.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
That's about that's about all I can think of off the top of my head. I'm sure there's other stuff. So not very I'm not a very strategic kind of gamer. I actually grew up mostly playing games with heavy storylines, and the mechanics were
Hmm,
just to get me from, plot point A, B, C.
sure.
And even to this day, man, I'm kind of, and I'll joke about it in global chat, but I'm kind of Warzone stupid. So I
hence
think
your
there's
hence
better
your
people.
tagline, I'm guessing, the
Yeah,
legendary mediocre player.
mediocre. Yeah. So I think there'll probably be better interviewees to talk about more of the nuances of the game mechanics themselves.
Understood. Well, hey, and this is kind of where I like to, finish, and it gives us a chance to sort of share, and yourself really about what you really love about the game. What is it about, Warzone in general that keeps you coming back and has stood out to you, from the beginning?
Biggest thing for me was community. Um, Last year, I lost a loved one very close to me, and I was kind of in a bad place for a bit. And I stumbled upon Warzone and Google Play and wasn't expecting much, but I really connected with some people there, and they helped me through a dark time in my life. And yeah, the community's awesome. I mean, every community has its uh, miscreants, but there's a lot of good people in Warzone. Um, and aside from that, just purely on like game wise stuff, there's a lot available. Um, Warzone Idle battles. The sheer amount of different modes in Warzone Classic is just mind boggling. There's a little bit of something for everyone, and not all of it's heavy strategy either. So yeah, I'd say that's my answer.
That's
Community
awesome.
and just sheer availability of stuff to do.
Right. Yeah, I totally agree. I think, this it's something that I talk about in the first podcast is just so much about all the different options and so many ways that we can create. And I mean, this community that you've created in and about obviously means, so much to you. And I think that's a really, great testament, not just to, what you've set up and done, but, the community that you've created and how they've come around you. And that's really awesome. So thanks for sharing that.
Yeah, no problem.
So that's kind of the main majority of the questions that I have today. Samek, is there anything that you would like to share? Anything else that you're doing outside of Warzone, or Warzone links that you'd like to share with the community here?
Uh, Aside from putting out a small feeler to any other clans out there, I would Fancy Dog Clan would love to do some tournaments with other clans. Nothing ranked, nothing serious, just to have fun and connect with other members and other clans. Aside from that, I also write short stories and philosophical essays on my live journal link, poeticastrophe.livejournal.com. Um, and that's it.
Awesome. Great. I will make sure I put a link to that. You guys reach out to Samek. Let's set up that tournament. That sounds great. I'd like to hear about what happens with that.
That'd be fun.
And
Yeah, I'd
yeah,
look forward to that.
absolutely. That'd be great to have clans doing that. You should definitely start that off if it's not already happening. And we'll connect again soon. Thank you so much, Samek, for being on Search, Deploy, Commit with us. And for anybody else that's listening, please check out our YouTube channel, our Instagram. We're on all the social medias, so feel free to like and share. And hope you enjoyed this one. We'll see you on our next episode.